commentary. If you the competition, you gon' get buried. I don't cheat on the game, we getting married.
Yes, sir. Come on, bring it. How about that pass? Come on, now that's amazing. Nice.
Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball here on 2K Sports. Tonight, it's Noche NBA, a celebration of the amazing Latin culture in this league and its fans all around the globe. A great tradition we get to enjoy. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And giving us the rundown from the sideline, David Aldridge. So a moment now to see the story for Kyle Kuzma.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. D.A.?
Well, Kevin, thank you. And Kevin Porter Jr. has a new start with the Rockets. His game has been compared to James Harden's. Porter said, being a lefty, creating off the dribble, that extra swag with the step back, I couldn't ask for a better comparison, honestly. He's unguardable. And Porter Jr. should know, guys, he's the youngest ever to drop a 50-point double-double with assists.
That was an impressive performance. David, thank you for that story. And Greg, in terms of personnel, not exactly the matchups we were expecting to see.
And with all the injuries, some guys are stepping into some unfamiliar roles. But in some ways, that makes tonight all the more intriguing.
So a look at the starters for the Wizards. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Then there's Kispert. And it's Neto in at the 1 spot. And for Houston, out on the perimeter, Green and Gordon. Jayshawn Tate out there with Wood. And it's Porter in at the point guard. Here's Neto. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Left side, Porzingis. And he's good on the 3-ball.
This is why Porzingis is special. I mean, exceptional accuracy from range for a man of his size.
And Kyle Kuzma now in year 1 of his 3-year, $40 million extension.
And he's improving. Stronger, better on the boards, finding ways to do more than put the ball in the hole. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Count it.
You know, body him up all you want. It doesn't bother Kyle Kuzma. He's got great competitive spirit and skill.
Porter looking it over.
2 minutes.
Down low. Here's Wood.
2 minutes.
And finished off by Wood.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G.A., the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up. How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
Outside, Porter. We've got 1:28 left to play in the first quarter. For the Houston Rockets, they come into tonight following a loss to the Heat in Miami. Porzingis with a screen on Gordon. Kispert kicks to Caldwell-Pope. To the inside, Kuzma passes to Porzingis. Out of bounds, Houston takes possession. A new lineup here for Houston. And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Ryan is checked in for Porzingis. Hachimura comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Avdia's checked in for Kispert. And Smith subbed in for Raul Neto. 1:07 left in the first quarter. Schroeder passes to Şengün. Here's Christopher. Houston moving the ball around. Passes it to Şengün. Clock at 6. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first
way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth from that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
The Rockets shooting their first free throws of the game.
Only shooting 71 really on the season, so there is plenty of room for improvement.
And this year, they haven't quite been able to maintain the free throw percentage they had last season.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. For Washington, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Smith against Matthews. And it's Smith penetrating, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, I love watching Smith downhill, playing in attack mode. Even though he's one of the smallest guys on the floor, that doesn't keep him from getting inside.
Now here's Schroeder. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Smith kicks to Hachimura. Abdia.
Rockets foul. Josh Christopher. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Tries a 3 off the inbound. At the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. Wizards out front. They lead by 2. We'll be back shortly live from Houston, Texas. Now in his rookie season, Kevin Porter came off the bench. Now he's in Houston. He's a starter. And he analyzed the change in mentality.
You know, coming off the bench, you kind of have a feel for the game already watching it. And you're starting off. So just got to start fast. And I got to come in ready to play from the jump.
And when Porter gets out to a hot start, Greg, he's shown he's capable of some big nights.
And finding some success with the Rockets, Kevin. Now it's all about consistency and finding ways to win games.
And we welcome you back to our special Noche Latina broadcast. As the second quarter getting going right now. And when you consider how the Wizards are doing, guys, your thoughts?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
So the Wizards 5 right now. They've got Kyle Kuzma. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Rui Hachimura. Then there's Kispert, and it's Neto in at the point guard position. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Houston Rockets are rebuilding. That's a hard pivot for a team that, until last season, was pursuing titles. The new front office has been candid. It's presented challenges as they look to go young and stack up draft picks. They plan to make constant bets on unproven talent as they build toward the future. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Here's Kispert after the made shot from Dennis Schroeder. Shot clock at 6. To the middle. There's the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. To the paint. Here's Matthews. Hits the front of the rim and out.
You know what? Those are shots you just hate to miss when you get those kinds of bunnies on a possession.
Hachimura against Green. Shoots from 12. It's good. And the Rocket lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Hachimura.
And a solid shooter from mid-range. Hachimura with textbook fundamentals.
Outside, Green. There's the drive. Inside. Here's Wood. And the layup's good off the glass.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Neto, the pass to Porzingis. It's hauled in by Wood.
Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Three for Matthews, and another three for Houston.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Neto. He's guarded by Schroeder. Here's the screen. Here's Kuzma. That one goes in. Kuzma's got 4 points in the quarter.
Boy, that's exactly the kind of strength Kuzma has to show, guys. I mean, take that contact, expect it, and still be able to convert. You've got to do that at this level.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Rockets lead by 5. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket. Anything here that catches your eye, Kenny?
I just always look at those guard matchups. Shaq said it. You know, the real centers have gone extinct.
Don't steal my line, Kenny. I don't want to have to do the Shaq fool on you. We are.
All right, now let's get into our game. It ended up being a strong first half for the Houston Rockets.
The bench scoring has been a big key for them. They came in with energy, and they were able to give the starters a real break because of the way they perform. That's the kind of production every team hopes to have from their second unit.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You look at Jalen Green, he's really been playing well.
But really, the numbers aren't gaudy. They don't stick out, but his energy and impact does.
Yep, and you know what? He does the dirty work for him. That grit and grind type of work. Always hustling all the time.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Porter in the backcourt with Green to his side. Gordon is out there with Jayshawn Tate. And it's Wood in at the 5 spot. That's the 5 for Houston right now. That one's in there. Rocket lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Neto. Now here's Gordon. And Clark, you know, you were actually one of the original stretch bigs, so do you think your game would be more suited for today's NBA?
Kevin, stretch big may be stretching it a little bit and analyzing my game. I did have a decent shot, but my work was done with ball skills and scoring inside. I would have added the perimeter shot, so I think I would have been able to handle today's game effectively, being kind of a combo forward. Big enough to do work inside, but skilled enough to get outside, too.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Thank you, Kevin. Kristaps Porzingis is returning to form after his knee surgery. He says making sure it's strong and stable is nonstop work, but I'm feeling better, and I have confidence that I can go out there and play freely. His offense has been great. It's the defensive end that he's still getting right. Guys?
Well, we know he can be a presence, DA, and I think eventually he's going to be what he wants to be. Thank you. Here's Gordon, following the basket by Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. The drive by Gordon. Washington with the rebound.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Back to Kuzma. The Wizards working the ball around now. Outside, Porzingis. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight makes.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
And a new group getting ready to come in for Washington. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Porzingis. Bryant comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Abdiaz checked in for Kispert. And Smith subbed in for Raul Neto. Now here's Schroeder. Martin with a screen on Smith. It's Schroeder with the drive. Pass to Şengün. 6 to shoot. Outside Matthews. That one's off, still out of sync.
Only 20% from the field to start this half. To me, it looks like their opponent may have made some nice adjustments.
Avdia kicks to Smith. Pass to Bryant. And Thomas Bryant gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Schroeder surveying the floor. Puts it up from 15, and that one is off. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. It's the Wizards leading by 3. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. Three-tenths quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. Wizards leading by 3. Taking a look at the Wizards. Brown and Hachimura up at the forward. Then there's Daniel Gafford. Then it's Contavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Neto in at the 1.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
And the basket by Gordon.
Aaron Gordon has a knack for scoring in big spots of the game. Well done, E.G.
Here's Neto. He's guarded by Schroeder. Driving in. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Big-time basket there on the inside. I mean, he had to get that one up and over the big guy.
Way up and over the big guy. And what a time in the ball game to make it happen.
Porzingis is checked in for Daniel Gafford.
One shot.
Rockets trail by 5. And there's a whistle. That goes on Neto. That is his first foul of the game. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Avdia.
Wizards substitution. Kyle Kuzma.
Gordon against Kuzma. And there's a whistle. That goes on Neto. That'll be his second foul of the game. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
And here's Gordon.
With
the drive. He gets that one.
Even when Gordon is under pressure, he finds a way to score the ball. That's what he is. He is a determined and capable scorer.
Here's Neto. Out left of the wing. 1:44 left in the 4th quarter.
Great execution by Porzingis, showing you he can get it done in the clutch.
Kuzma against Gordon. And there's the pass to Wood. 6 on the shot clock. Houston needs to get a shot. And a wide open look for Porter. And another 3 for Houston.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Passes to Porzingis. Again, the Wizards good for 2.
Boy, where's the effort defensively? You have got to put up a better fight.
Yeah, you know, it's made for a fun game, but you're right. You're exactly right. I mean, the defense has been non-existent.
Here's Gordon. No good that time. Kuzma with the defensive effort. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Washington Wizards. They lead by 4. Pass to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Boy, coach has to love seeing Porzingis scoring like this. I mean, he is totally locked in so far tonight.
The allotted section gets free T-shirts. Let's see who's the last. And your Club City Texans.
Kispert's checked in for Washington.
Corey Kispert.
Gordon with it. Out guarded by Porzingis. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Gordon's got a great ability to draw contact. You got to respect that. He's an aggressive scorer who makes it tough on the defense, even if they get physical with him.
Eric Gordon, 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that brings them within 5.
And Gordon just continues to prove why he's so valuable. I mean, he knows he's out there to shoot the ball, and he does it very well.
And so he makes both from the line.
Boy, did they need those free throws to go down. They're definitely within striking distance.
And that's an intentional foul.
Kevin Porter Jr. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
On offense, here are the Wizards. To the wing on the left. Kispert wide open. He fires. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
It counts.
Well, anytime you've got a player that can give you extra possessions, that's a great asset, and Wood is a fantastic offensive rebounder.
That's his first personal foul. Third team foul. Shooting for Washington.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And the Rockets making a change here. Schroeder's checked in. And he does get the second one. And that increases their lead to 6.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, his defensive quickness sets him apart.
All right, look who's coming out of the court. Get loud for your Club City Texans.
23 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Money! And now they trail by just 4.
And, you know, when Gordon gets going, the D better watch out. I mean, he heats up fast. Excellent in getting to his spot.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
Taking 2 shots.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he ends up making the second, and that puts them up by 5. 17 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Pass to Tate. Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Schroeder, that's his second personal foul. 15 foul. At the line for the Wizards, Raul Neto. At the line for 2.
Gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game.
And that's the knockout blow right there, guys. Those free throws should put this one away.
And it's Schroeder missing. And So it's Washington who scraped by with the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Guys, thanks. Kyle Kuzma, congrats on the win. What were you able to do successfully tonight?
I think as a team collectively, we just got stops and we kind of found a rhythm on offense, and I think we just got it done like that.
Well, that rhythm led to a W, man. Congrats. Back to you.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.